Hello and welcome to today's cryptocurrency review video where we'll take a look at Apollo's GSX project. But first we need to understand what is Apollo, the parent company. Now before we get started, for transparency, this is a sponsored video, so I'd like to thank GSX for sponsoring this video. And without further ado, let's take a look at Apollo and find out what is it about. Well, Apollo Fintech specializes in solutions that solve the unsolvable. And the core vision of Apollo Fintech is to design and develop solutions that far surpass what the fintech industry currently offers, and to combine those offerings into a single universal ecosystem to maintain a significant lead in the development of government, commercial, and blockchain products by aggressive R&D, utilizing the most experienced and most innovative software engineers on Earth. Now, the Apollo Fintech mission is to push the limits of what the technology can offer, to exceed the highest industry capabilities, and to offer the safest, fastest, and most feature-rich product possible. Now, we can see they have been mentioned in the Fortune 500 companies, by the way. And this is the team here. We can see we've got Viktor Konovalov, who's actually the director of the brand development, Steve McCullough, who's the CEO, and so on. We've got a group of executives here. Now, if we do take a look at their LinkedIn page, we can see Viktor Konovalov here. We can see all of his experience. We can see he's been working at Apollo for the last 3 years and 1 month as the director. He used to be for Vida platform before. And with Steve McCullough, he's in the US. He doesn't have a picture in LinkedIn, but it's not a big deal. Again, he has been working for Apollo for 3 years and 11 months. Okay, before that he was the CEO of McCullough Technologies, which was one of the leading software development and business services in the nation. Now that we know about Apollo, let's actually go and take a look at the product. So here they've got all the different products, and the one that we're going to be focusing about in this video is the gold secure currency, and we're going to try and understand what they're actually trying to do with this. Okay, so let's go to their website here. Actually, if you click on products and then actually go, you can see that it takes you to this area here, which is the information, but then you can actually access their website. They've got a dedicated website as well, which is this one here, GSX CDE. So what is gold secure currency? Well, gold secure currency is the world's first growth coin and the first coin that rises in asset value. GSX gives its owners the benefit of having a minimum asset value like a stable coin, while also facilitating growth in value like traditional cryptocurrencies. GSX combines the benefits of both the stable coin and cryptocurrency all in one trust secured coin. Starting with the trust-backed assets, the estimated asset value will start at just under half a cent, as you can see here. As the trust-backed assets grow, this will continuously be adding to the value of GSX. And then you've got the white paper here, which we'll take a quick look at actually, because I do want to talk about a specific point from their white paper as well. Now we've got the information here. When you go to their website directly, you get more information. Okay, so we're going to be taking a look at that as well. But actually, let's talk a little bit about how GSX is going to work. So first of all, GSX, the coin, is going to be, again, right now it's nothing, right? It's on token sale at the moment. And again, this isn't financial advice. If you are interested, please make sure you do your own research. I'm just trying to expose the information to you by doing this video. But GSX is a stable coin, trust backed by physical gold and mines, with many large mines and a refinery being added, including a number of alluvial and hard rock gold mines, a copper mine, tantalum mine, nickel mine, and lithium mine. Now, GSX holders are the trust beneficiaries of the companies involved in the mines, the equipment, and the buildings, the future refinery, and all land rights, gold and metals therein. Now, what this means is that even if something was to ever happen to Apollo Fintech, the assets would be sold and the proceeds would go directly to the holders of GSX. Now, there is a continually increasing value, land and gold backing. So first year, the minimum goal is 7 billion in assets. Second year is 20 billion in assets. Third year is 30 billion in assets. Now, with regards to this, it is a bit excessive in my opinion. I'm just not sure if they can actually achieve that. Obviously, they're saying that they can, but we won't know until we see it for sure. So that's just something to keep in mind here. Now, if you are interested, again, this is a token sale. Like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice. Please do your own research more. But they do have a distribution event here. So if you are interested to purchase, you can do so by simply clicking on buy now here, and you can pay in different currencies, also with Visa, debit card, etc., and of course other crypto here, as you can see. Now they are planning to list on Binance. They've got an application in progress Now we don't know if they're actually going to get that through, but they have tried, right? We know many cryptocurrency projects are trying to apply to get listed on Binance. Not many succeed, so it's a waiting game, and we have to see if they do. They've also applied to get listed on Bitmart, Chainx, and Probit, and with Probit it's probably easier because Apollo is also there as well. And actually they've got EAPL, which is like a secondary version of Apollo, which is the other cryptocurrency that we're going to be taking a quick look at as well, aside from that. Now they do have some bonuses as well, so if you do decide to get in, it's 50,000 plus GSX, you get 5% for that. For 500,000 GSX or more, you get 10%, 5 million, 15%, and so on. You also get a referral link, by the way, and again, you can find that in the description of this video. If you are interested to join, do use my referral link. But to continue on here, so GSX holders are entitled for yearly bonuses issued through the blockchain of 50% of all gold and metals mined or refined after expenses and expansion. They are also entitled to a significant portion of transaction fees from Apollo Fintech's products, such as the National Payment Platform, which is developed to run economies. There will be a coin burn as well, so 50% of the 10 billion that is not sold in the CDE will be burned. Value then moves to the surviving GSX. Now, GSX will be redeemable for its gold value, so it will help maintain a more constant price. GSX also combines the best elements from a stablecoin, cryptocurrency, and investment coin. So that's also something to keep in mind. And now one other interesting thing is with regards to the mining operations, and we're actually going to take a look at that in the white paper here. So one of the questions I had in mind when I first heard of this and when I was first told about it was, okay, how do they actually generate the gold, right? So here in their white paper, in the Apollo GSX white paper, they're actually saying that they actually own the rights to thousands of acres of mineral-rich land in southern Africa. Now, although Apollo Fintech has projects developing in South Africa and Zambia, Zimbabwe, will also be a focal point because it has the second largest gold reserves per square kilometer in the world, with 13 million tons of proven reserves. The mining of these precious metals will be the primary function of the company. Gold mining and expansion of the infrastructure within Africa will be directly affecting the growth rate and the stability of GSX. So again, you have a read through this white paper if you want to find out more. I'm just trying to pretty much summarize it for you, just so you don't have to go through the whole thing. But yes, please do if you want to decide to do more research. This is just a summary from my side. Now, one of the interesting things just in relation to this here is with regards to participation. Apparently, holders will be able to visit and stay at the main mine site at the GSX Visitor Center and be able to participate in elements of the mining, such as testing out equipment, watching explosives, respecting with the pros, testing, and many more experiences that offer the true gold rush thrill. Furthermore, the team has talked to production companies about a potential reality show and are planning to put up 24/7 cameras, allowing holders the ability to take part in the action from the comfort of their own home. So that's something that you will be able to do. Now, one of the concerns that I have is, how do we know 100% sure that they've actually secured this land here? Okay, because this begs the question, then how come there aren't other like corporations doing this, right? So that's just one concern that I have, because nothing can be 100% positive. And again, when I do a sponsor review, it doesn't mean that it has to be a positive review. It just has to be exposed on my channel, and then you should do your own research, and I'll just try and give you my personal thoughts on it. One thing I have noticed here, the one while going through the website, if you actually go to their Twitter page here, and if you try to open this Twitter page, it doesn't actually open. It says that this account was actually suspended, which is Apollo Currency. So I have to actually search for them manually, and I found Apollo Fintech. So it seems that they have actually changed their Twitter page because the initial one was banned. They've created this new one with over 7,500 followers, as you can see here. But they have not linked it or mapped it to the website. So because of that, it shows you the old one. Now, there is no Telegram group, unfortunately, in the on the website here, as we've seen. We've only got, if you go down here and we check, we've only got, what do we have here? Where did I see that? Sorry, this was on the Apollo web. So on the Apollo website, the Twitter page doesn't work, but they've got no Telegram group linked here. So maybe they do have a Telegram group, but they just didn't update this website, because hence why we've got the issue with the Twitter page. But if we go to the GSX website, they do actually have a Telegram group. So on the GSX section here, you just click on this and join the Telegram group there. Now, let's talk a little bit about the roadmap before we look at their GitHub. So let's take a look at that. Now this is the roadmap. Now they're setting up the mining operations 4 months. So it's going to be 4 months long, and this is going to be like the first gold mining operation is going to happen 1 month after the sale. Okay, so they've got the sale going on now, and then 1 month after they're going to start the operation. So we'll have to keep an eye out and see if they're actually going to do that. It's going to be 3 to 4 months long. Okay, so it is a bit of a wait. That's just something to keep in mind. What else do we have here? So here we've also got the value asset of GSX. So for example, 3 months after the sale, the idea here is that 7 billion is going to be backed, which would make GSX be worth 23 cents per coin. And again, it's hard to know that exactly because at the end of the day, if this asset is tradable on an exchange, how can you make sure that you're offering enough liquidity to ensure that it's stable around 23 cents, like we've seen with USD Tether, right? Stable, more or less stable around the $1 mark, even though it dips below it a little bit or a little bit above it. Now, the 6 months after sale, there's the first tantalum mining operation, the lithium mining ore operation 8 months after. The idea is that it's going to be worth 66 cents in the second year, and then in the third year is going to be worth $1, as 30 billion are going to get backed as they're mining more and more gold and also copper and lithium and so on, right? So yeah, this is just something like that, you know, it's just something that we don't have enough information on. We just have to go by what they offered us here. Now there will be some links that I'm going to be posting in the description of this video. They've actually done an AMA recently. Apollo Fintech have, so the CEO Steve McCullough has done an AMA. He's answered a lot of questions, so do watch that if you're interested to find out more, and also watch the secondary video where they actually went to Africa and they've looked at the mining operations, and you can see the digging taking place there and all the different action. Now next, let's talk about their GitHub page. So here, if we go to Apollo Foundation, this is not like GSX related, but it is Apollo related, which is the parent company. This is their GitHub page. We can see there have been updates with regards to versions of different code repositories here. 8 days ago, they've got 23 contributors, so quite a few contributors here. A lot of the changes are just version bumps. So a lot of these, like in the last month, it's just been like a version upgrade, but some typos were being fixed. So it just seems to me like they've pretty much finished working on this repository here. There isn't much more to do. They're just upgrading the versions, so they're just basically maintaining it. This is my understanding here from my code knowledge. Again, I'm not like a programmer. I work with databases, but again, GitHub is something that I am familiar with, and I do understand. I can read most of the code anyway, but it's just from my understanding here, they're just upgrading the versions. So not much is going on in this sense. With regards to the token, I know that they've got one token which is on Probit called EAPL, and this is again the parent company Apollo, but there's also this token here which is Apollo, or a coin. It's this coin Apollo, which as you can see here is got a huge circulating supply, 14.6 billion, and we've got, and that's out of 21.1 billion, trading at basically 2/10 of a cent here, as you can see, and it's on very small exchanges, right? It's on Bitmart, it's on DigiFinex. So I think that's why they've probably created a EAPL. And again, I haven't looked into the white paper of Apollo themselves to figure out why they've got EAPL, but I know they do have that, and that is actually on Probit. So I'm thinking that's the reason why it's easier for them to list GSX on Probit, right? Because they've got connections or links to that exchange already, and then obviously on Bitmart as well. So overall, like it's just hard to know exactly, like just to give my final thoughts on this. It's hard to know how things are going to go. We have to see. We have to keep an eye out and see on their progress. But if they could provide us with some sort of proof of actually owning the land, that would be good, right? That would actually help. But nevertheless, yeah, do let me know in the comments below, what are your thoughts on GSX and Apollo? What do you think of this project? And yeah, this is pretty much it. I'd like to thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Bye-bye.